hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Zimi, and I'm somebody who used to work 14, 16-hour days in an office 6 days a week, often 7 days a week until my pancreas quit on me and left me unemployable. Kind of sucked, big times, without a backup plan. Yeah. And so now I help folks with a job to start a side gig online and grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, drop the word me in the comments and I got you. I'll get back with you after this live. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I myself am from Southern California. Dolphin Duet, what is going on? Welcome. Good to see you. So you're gonna like this one actually. I think I had a breakthrough today. You know how um, I can't be, I cannot be the only one that has heard this, or maybe even said it right, and that is, I am not enough. In fact, hey. In fact, drop one in the comments if you have said that to yourself a couple times or more. I know I have, and so when you say that, I had a I had a thought to myself today, and I'm like, my God, how can I not think of this before? And I can't be the first one to have thought about this. Thank you for being brave. Yes, me, myself, and I as well. But when you say you're not enough, what does that mean? That means, well, what it means is you're lacking something for a particular action, right? Maybe you feel like you were presented with an opportunity. You're like, well, I'm not enough. I'm not enough to do this thing, right? You may feel like inadequate, incomplete, right? In some fashion or form, in certain degrees, maybe a little here, a lot over here, but at somewhere in that equation, you're feeling not enough, you're feeling inadequate, incomplete, something is not there, something is missing, if you would. And sometimes you may not know what it is. You just feel like, hey, you know what? I feel like I'm not enough. And I want to share this thought with you. When things are a little rough and they don't go our way, because when things don't go our way and we maybe hit rock bottom and it's really tough, it's rough, um, you feel like anything you touch, um, it's not moving forward. It doesn't produce, right? You feel like, anything I touch, it just turns into dust. I have definitely been there, and I can definitely attest to that, right? And so you may feel like, what am I missing, right? Well, today I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? Where does this come from? Maybe I'm not enough, right? You see other people do things and you're trying to do, and they're successful, you're not, you see that, right? And you're like, maybe I'm not enough, maybe they got something I don't, right? And then I remembered something that I say to myself. Do you hear that stuff? They're still playing fireworks. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. So I remembered something I say often enough. If you're a vet to my lives, you've heard this before. If this is your first time, hopefully it won't be your last time. And welcome. One thing that I often say, you'll hear me say a lot, is you and I were complete at creation, which means when you were created, You were complete. Now, I personally am a Christian. I go with that in my faith, and some of you may not, right? Whatever you believe in and works for you, you got to believe that you were complete, right? There's no other box, or there's no other part that's going to come through mail and say, oh, you know what, I forgot to give Sean this. Let me fill him up with this. I forgot. Oops. No, there's no such thing. You and I were complete at creation, which means we were created with everything we need to do what we're supposed to do in this world, right? So we were equipped with enough. If you are saying I am not enough, then this may sting a little bit. It stung me actually today. This may sting a little bit. Then you lack faith. It's not it's not that you lack another part, another characteristic, another talent. It's not that you lack that. It's that you lack faith. Because faith would tell you you were complete at creation. Nothing else is going to come to complete you. Nobody else and nothing else. You and I were equipped with what we need for what we should accomplish. Now, here's the thing. You may feel you're not enough for a task. Well, maybe that's not your purpose. Maybe you're not supposed to be a heart surgeon. Who knows, right? Maybe you're not supposed to be that. Here's another thought. Be very careful when you say that, and you choose that task to be one that you choose the wording I'm not enough to. Be very careful, because is it really because you're not enough, or is it because you really don't want to be? Like, you don't want to prove anybody and yourself that you could do this. Somehow in the back of your subconscious, something has set this off. So when the next time this thought of I'm not enough comes to you, and this is for me as well, shoot it down and say, I was complete at creation. Share with me the wisdom and the answers I need to be guided, to find out, right? And I think that is the most important thing to grab, because the more we say I'm not enough subconsciously or consciously, the more we find room for it, have it move in, and permanently stick around and grow, right? We don't want that. We don't want that in our hearts, minds, souls. Because again, you and I were complete at creation, and there's nothing else, nobody else coming to complete us. So all we got to do is discover all the gifts that we have, all the talents that we have, all the things that we think we cannot do, but we are so capable of doing. All we got to do is discover that. And I ask you to do just that. Know that you and I were complete at creation. And all we got to do is discover our talents, our greatness. Everyone's got that, right? You have to believe that. So I ask you to to be sure, to keep your eye and ears out, you know, for discovering your talents, your gifts, your greatness. With that, I hope you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow if you feel like this is worthy of sharing. You know somebody who keeps telling themselves they're not enough. You gotta tag them to this. Let them hear this. Share it with them. Sharing is caring. That's what they say. And don't be stingy with my lives. So with that, I am Sean Zimi. I'm somebody who worked 14, 16-hour days in an office, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas decided to quit on me and I became unemployable without a backup plan. Well, that kind of sucked. And now I help folks with a job to start a side gig online, use social media to grow it. If that resonates with you, drop the word me in the comments and I got you. I'll get back with you after this live. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again.